What's going on, guys? Nick here, recording day 2 of my squats. So we're doing front squats again prior to warming up before front squats. I did some clams, which is like a glute exercise. Did some single leg glute bridges. I did some adductor work as well, just like some on the floor kind of adductor raises. I did some Superman holds to get the lower back and glutes firing as well. And then, of course, did some core work just to make sure that everything was, firing optimally. Warmed up my shoulder. My left shoulder was feeling pretty good. Really just some soreness in the tricep. Well, not soreness, more like just some tightness in the tricep. Again, this is like second time squatting now after roughly like a 7-week break with shoulder dislocation and a whole bunch of other jambalaya in there. So that was the first, there was a warm-up set, just body weight squats, and there was a warm-up set with the bar, so that was like really the first warm-up set. Not to brag or anything, hard 55-pound warm-up set there. Jeez Louise, so weak, but that's why I'm filming this. We're building back better, baby. We're getting stronger every single day. And warm-up set number 2 here. Really, because everything is so lightweight, I really want to focus on proper form, really getting everything as tight as possible, really trying to, at least in my head, for these warm-up sets here, because what this is now, 65 pounds on the bar. Jesus Christ, everyone take a step back here. Watch out, give me some space, eh? But really for these warm-up sets right now, just really trying to focus as hard as I can on keeping the body tight, really, pushing my legs out. I guess when I'm squatting, one of the things I'm focusing on right now, because I feel like sometimes I'm breaking at the hips too much, so I'm really trying to work on keeping my toes like really planted, and then breaking at the knees and kind of dropping up, being as straight as possible, really working on those hip flexors. But yeah, so here we go. I think this is 75 pounds now. Jankies, everyone watch out here. Your man's going in. So yeah, dude, I apologize. I don't know. So we're getting to it. Really just focusing on being tight. I think another thing as well is that I guess trying to be cognizant of my eccentric. I'm really trying to go slow, really trying to feel every position on the descent, on the concentric and eccentric portion. So I'm really kind of lower and slow, trying to be deliberate. So I guess if you're watching these squats with me right here and you're kind of looking like what's going on, I guess that's just kind of like a deliberate, really trying to be slow, trying to be thoughtful on where my feet are, what's going on with my body, how tight am I staying throughout the entire thing. So yeah, here we go. It's like 100 pounds, 95 pounds. And just, I think for the total working set today, we did 5 sets of 3 with 95 pounds, which I don't know if you watched the first one. I got up to 95 for a 5 max. I really just, first time in the gym, I did my kind of activation exercises, the exercises that I briefly detailed at the start of this video, and then just was even slower than on my kind of speed right now. Took the shirt off, wanted to, give you guys a little show. Thanks for staying this long in the video. Deserve a little show. If anyone's wondering as well, because the camera just looks so crusty up at the light area, it's definitely not crisp or anything. I'm just recording, I think just on the normal iPhone 12. Also, yeah, it's my little home gym in my basement. Gotta represent the knowledge, get those books. A lot of them are just mysteries and fictions. Definitely not nonfiction or like any academic textbooks. But You know what I'm saying? Don't watch TV, just read. You know, live a million lives through a million stories. You just keep reading. Don't clog your brain with all this mumbo jumbo nonsense on TV. I mean, the news is, good, but just watching programs and whatnot. But yeah, so pretty minimal equipment. I was feeling good. Overall, I'd say through the squats, no shoulder pain at all. I mean, like some slight irritation directly after the set, but I would say that's maybe just because of a mobility issue with like my wrist and elbow, and just kind of the shoulder area still being a little inflamed after like my accident. But I think I can get like 2 fingers very easily wrapped on the bar when I do my front squats. I'm trying to get all 4 fingers to wrap perfectly on the bar, kind of like as if you were one of the Olympic athletes doing, like cleans or, something like that. How they have, if you look at their wrists, like basically their whole wrist is on the bar. That's an extreme amount of mobility. But hopefully build up to that. I'm thankful that I can front squat. At least like that doesn't really hurt my shoulder. But when I try and get into my back squats, I really just don't have the range of motion through my scapula, I'd say. And, like I can get into a back squat, but I can't get braced. And when I do start to really kind of work on building the weight up, it just really feels it in my shoulder, and it's just really uncomfortable in my shoulder. So, I'm doing what I can. But thanks guys for tuning in. That was my squat. So I'll see you next week. Bye bye.